It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Now, you know we got to talk about this whole SZA and her lack of performance at the VMAs, okay? Now, I did a VMA recap the other day. If you want to see that whole thing, go to my other video, tap in with that. We already addressed not seeing Victoria Monet on the VMA stage. I already addressed that as well. But now we have reports stating that SZA and her manager Punch from TDE, they gave MTV an ultimatum, or I wouldn't say an ultimatum, but they wanted to sort out some differences. They wanted her to perform. However, they did not want to show complete respect to her artistry and her album. Let's get into what he had to say. This is out of Punch's mouth directly. He did an interview with the Hollywood Reporter. His own words, speaking directly to an outlet. All right. When the MTV Video Music Awards announced its nominations last month, no one was surprised when Taylor Swift and SZA were the top contenders. But heads turned when SZA's name was missing from the Artist of the Year category after the star launched one of the year's top albums with SOS, both a critical and commercial success. We're going to stop there for a moment. That is absolutely 100% correct. She's been selling out nationwide with her tour. The album did very well. Everybody was ready for it. People have been waiting years for it, which built the anticipation, and it delivered on what they wanted. My lady been playing that motherfucker a little bit too much, if I may say so myself. But that's what you want when you're an artist, right? The album debuted at #1 on the US Billboard 200, one of the best debuts of the year. Not the best, but one of the top. To which Punch says, obviously she had one of the best years, if not the best year of any artist at this point. I don't see why she wouldn't be nominated for Artist of the Year. It just really didn't make any sense to me. It's disrespectful. Others that were nominated in the category of Artist of the Year included Beyonce, which we know, shit, she had to be in the goddamn category. Shakira, Nicki Minaj, who does not have an album. She has about 2 songs that were dropped this year. I understand why he was a little bit hesitant about that. Karol G, Doja Cat, her album's not out either. We're still waiting on it. And at the time of nomination, she only had, a song or 2 out? And then, of course, you have Taylor Swift, who is the favorite. Like I said, that's on some white princess shit. We knew that was going to happen, but that comes with the territory at MTV. Now, for those that may not be so familiar about Punch's position over at TDE, he is the co-president of Top Dog Entertainment, and he's directly SZA's management. So he says that he contacted MTV about the snub on a call about a potential SZA performance, but they couldn't give a clear answer as to why she wasn't nominated. It was just, she's nominated for all these other ones. And they ended up telling him, okay, we could do another call, because there were people on the call about logistics for the show who didn't have anything to do with the nominations. When we tried to set up the second call, they didn't want to discuss Artist of the Year, which to me was really a slap in the face. I already stated she came out the gate selling 300,000 plus first week, right? The album sat #1 for 10 weeks. And they claim that this was the longest sitting #1 of the 21st century, all right? So that's just kind of letting you know how big this album was. It also had 5 top 10 hits on all genre Hot 100 chart, including Kill Bill, which reached #1. Her current single, Snooze, is spending its 8th week on the top of the R&B charts and sits at #7 on the Hot 100. So she's blazing the shit up. Whether you're a fan or not, her shit is moving units. So Punch continues. Why wouldn't she be nominated for Artist of the Year? Even with the other artists that were nominated, some of them were even off cycle. They didn't have an album out. I mean, no disrespect to them or anybody else. Everybody's great and all of that, but still, you can't discredit what SOS has done and is currently doing. Completely agreed. The Hollywood Reporter reached out to MTV, to which they have not replied or said anything in response. The other nominations that SZA was up for included Album of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best R&B, which she only won Best R&B for the single Shirt. But MTV's failure to resolve the issue didn't sit well with Top Dog Entertainment. Punch says, I figured, why go perform and do this if she's not going to be respected at the highest level? So it was my call to actually pull out of the performance. Furthermore, SZA did not even attend, and Punch notes that the singer is a very sweet person and she's not for all of the nonsense and the politics and the back and forth. So our feelings might be a little different. So he's saying that it's possible that SZA felt some type of way about not being able to show up, about not being able to do the performance, allowing the politics and the behind the scenes back and forth issues impede on her being able to go out and showcase her talent to the world in front of those millions of viewers. This was the #1 viewed VMAs in the last 3 or 4 years, so it was a major event. But ultimately, I think I have to sit with Punch on this. Like, yeah, you would have gotten extra marketing. You would have gotten an extra push from people hearing your record. You would have gotten hell of a lot of coverage on social media, Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, all of these places. But they got to put some respect on your name. And sometimes in this industry, you have to be able to take a L in order to get the ultimate dub, which means next year, quit fucking playing with my artists. And sometimes artists got to be able to hold their nuts, proverbial, and rock out. And ultimately, Punch says, again, I felt it was disrespectful and I was very stern on that and influencing that. If there's any issues or backlash and all of that, I'm taking all of it. This is not the first time that MTV's been called out by artists and their teams either. They've also been called out in 2007 when they failed to nominate Despacito by Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee. At the time, the music's video became YouTube's most viewed clip of all time with over 3 billion views, and they never even got nominated. I already spoke to y'all about the Victoria Monet situation and all of her fans that wanted to see her. She's got one of the top joints blazing right now. Everybody's rocking with Victoria Monet, and on my mama, they missed out on a great opportunity. Now, things are not doom and gloom in SZA's situation right now. Seems that everything is moving swimmingly. The music is coming out. The album's out. We got 2 new SZA songs out right now. We've got the acoustic version of Snooze featuring Justin Bieber that just hit airwaves today. And she's featured on Drake's new record, Slime You Out. Not a big fan of that record. She sounded immaculate on it, but just content-wise, it wasn't my cup of tea. I like that last verse from Drake. I love it when Drake raps. I'm not a big fan of when he sings, but that's just me. I fit into a certain demographic within his fan base. I don't have any shame in that. There will also be a deluxe version of SOS on the way very soon, so all you SZA fans should be looking forward to that. The VMAs are just one award show. I'm sure she'll be nominated for some Grammys. Maybe she'll go home with a couple, if that's your cup of tea. Stay tuned for that at the top of the year. That's all I got for y'all on this story, man. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates, and I will see y'all on the next one, all right? Much love and respect. Stay safe out there. Peace. It's Nolan.